Hello friends, welcome to Akul Mic Live and I am Chandrakant. Today we want to discuss about a new tech gadget which has been launched into the market in partnership with Ray-Ban by Facebook, and it is called Facebook Smart Glass. So we will not be talking about the unboxing or feature and things like that, but we'll be covering the social aspect around this particular product and why we should care. And to discuss this matter, I'll be joined by a very distinguished personality from UK, Mr. Neville Gaunt, who is the chairman of MindFit Ltd. So let's welcome him. Good morning, Neville. Welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
Good morning, CK. Good morning, everybody. And yes, we are going to be talking about James Bond coming to the high street.
Absolutely. In fact, if you look at the smart glass, they are very stylish. They are the standard Ray-Ban collection, wafer and different kinds of collection. And they are, integrated with Facebook technology, have direct connectivity with Facebook application. So, I will tell you exactly what special feature it has, but what do you think? What is your opinion about having a smart glass and which does not look like a smart glass and does not give any feeling to other party that you are wearing something special? What is that you feel about such a gadget?
My immediate thoughts are this is stylish. And then my thoughts around privacy, data privacy, personal privacy, people taking my photo on the high street as they do with CCTV cameras. But at least with CCTV cameras, in the main, I can see them. And I can, walking down the street, I can see them and I can say, hello, here I am. Here's my face. Do the facial recognition if you like. I'm just an honest citizen. Nothing wrong with me. But this is taking it to the James Bond arena, as I said at the beginning. Welcome to the world of James Bond, because we've now seen a very stylish, iconic sunglass manufacturer, Ray-Ban, who have literally, with a pair of new Ray-Bans, with these little dimples that you see on the side of the glasses that make Ray-Ban Ray-Ban, and now recording my voice and also recording my face. Now, is this legal? That's the first question I want to do. I mean, with GoPro, for instance, you can actually see it. It's clunky, it's big, it is pretty scientific. The gadget itself is fantastic. I've used it myself when I've been going on play rides and screaming my head off like most people do. But these take it into a different world. And I just wonder whether this is actually moving into the privacy arena that I feel uncomfortable about, frankly. It all sounds great, and the technology behind it is absolutely fantastic. Look at the fact that we've got a pair of sunglasses that just look like typical Ray-Bans. So the micro technology that's in play here, I just take my hat off. That's a big tick in the box. But what about privacy law? And I think this is the issue for me, CK. What do you think?
Well, certainly this is, infringement of privacy, because it is not, it's like my glasses, what I'm wearing right now. And so before I actually give you a detailed answer, let me tell you very briefly, what it has in terms of feature. And, in terms of Facebook connectivity, it is connected with their talk function. So you can actually, you have two speakers on the two sides where you can actually listen to the music, take calls through Messenger. You can even respond to messages and things like that. So it is already built into your glasses. But I think it has two cameras on this side, and each camera is 5 megapixel cameras, which are fairly good. And surprisingly, like other smart glasses, like you see Apple smart glass, it displays things on this on your lens. This one does not display anything on the lens, so it will not disturb you. But what it does is that it has a control, it's a gesture control on this side, where you can actually increase, decrease things on this side, and also has a switch on camera where you can just tap once and then your recording starts. Now, I think in my opinion, this could be a GoPro killer, because the GoPro is something that you need to carry it with a stand or put it on a helmet. Here, you're just walking around with your glasses, very stylish glasses, and you're recording everything. You're cycling, you're recording everything, and then you can go live on Facebook Live. So it will have the same impact, but you're not carrying anything extra. You're just carrying your normal sunglass. And by the way, when you go out in sun, you actually wear glasses. So you can just, there is no additional gadget required. Just take your glass, connect with your Facebook, go live. So I think that is one thing. And I think to answer the privacy related question, I think what Facebook is doing is that there is a small light on the right hand side here. So when your camera is on, you can actually see the other person on the other side can see that there is recording on, and there is a small LED bulb here, which shows that actually your camera is on and you're recording. And if you don't like, you can object to it. And similarly, there is a light which is inside. So the wearer of the glass also knows that the recording is on. So there are two lights, one inside and then one outside. So in terms of privacy, this is what the Facebook is providing to users.
It's great that they're providing it. The issue is it's the use of it. So although they are probably getting around the laws of privacy, walking down, so for instance, we have some pretty strict laws in the UK that you cannot, let's just take a school environment, you cannot film or take photographs of children in the playground without parental consent. Well, we've just gone past that, haven't we? Do the people buying these Ray-Bans realize the responsible role they're now taking on? I mean, the thing about this is, GoPro was advertised on a basis of thrill seekers having fun. And it's a great idea because, like anybody else, I used to go on Disney rides and with the kids, and I would have, my little handy cam, holding up here. Well, GoPro took that away and it just clipped on to my bag, my glasses, whatever it was. And it was the thrill-seeking bit, and it was about your personal journey, memories that you were collecting for yourself. But now we're moving into glasses. Let's just take the step beyond sunglasses, glasses. So you wear glasses, I wear glasses. Mine are reading glasses, I would struggle actually looking at the screen if I took my glasses off. And you would definitely know at the moment that I'm not wearing contacts and there's no recording mechanism in my contact lenses. But there could be going forward. And the fact that I've got glasses that don't have these little bobble bits on the side like Ray-Bans doesn't mean to say that I'm not recording this conversation. And there are rules around recording conversations, as you well know, CK, having worked in the world of voice and VoIP and telephone calls. So I think that on the face of it, this is fantastic. It's the fact that Ray-Ban are here is a style icon. I can't wait to go into a shop and try them on, actually, just to see what they're like. But this, whether it's a bright red dot or a green dot or what have you, who's going to be looking for that? And this is where the privacy laws, I think, and sorry for going on about this, but privacy is a really big thing these days. When a person buying these glasses are doing it for themselves. They're doing it for the fun around themselves. So that, when they're wandering around a place they've never been to before, so they've gone on holiday and they're literally walking around and they're taking a video of the sights, what's there, the food, how people are having fun and laughing, and then putting it to their mates on Facebook. I mean, that's what these are intended to do. Unfortunately, I think there are too many laws that Facebook and Ray-Ban are forcing on the user. And they're not making the user aware of the responsibility of the user. And I think that actually will be the issue. Will I buy one? Probably not, frankly. It's not the price range. I think they're $299. I don't think that would stop me. But why would I just want to record it and put it on Facebook? I mean, if I'm going to record it, it's for me. It's not for just for Facebook. So I think it's clever technology-wise. I think it's a great gimmick in some respects. It'll be a bit of fun. I can see them selling thousands, millions, maybe. But I think we're moving into James Bond land here about who owns that data. Who is taking my picture? Why are they taking my picture? And the reality of life is that the user isn't interested in you, typically. They're interested in the ambience and what's going on around them. Those are my immediate thoughts, CK. You caught me on the hop this morning because I'd heard about this about a year ago, but I didn't realize that it's gone live. But it started to get me thinking about, who owns what, really?
Well, Neville, I think you're absolutely right about the privacy. I think the way Facebook has handled the privacy is by making you sign their agreement. And there is already an agreement. And in fact, there is a very surprising thing that in the agreement, they are saying that Facebook is authorized to collect the metadata of your recordings. That means the place and the time they will collect. So I think that is one thing. And second thing is, this is just a starting point, and the next release will be integrated with the AR, which is augmented reality. So I think this is just a starting point, and they want to see that how this product actually go into the market. But the next version would be probably the version that you and I can buy actually, because that will be integrated with the augmented reality, and you can actually along with the video you can start getting things like artificial things which are floating around, gamers, and I think all that. So currently, if you want to buy a AR goggle, it will cost you about a lot of money, I think at least $1,000. But here you just have a sunglass with an augmented reality. You can move around outside, or you can sit inside your home and enjoy the game. So I think that is a second step, and probably you and I can buy the next version of Ray-Ban. What do you think, Neville?
Well, I think we'll see. I mean, you've mentioned things that the data is effectively going to be owned by somebody else, which again, it's my data. You're getting something for free. I think this is the classic rip-off in the world these days. And if everything's going to be free, that's fine. But unfortunately, things aren't free. I want to buy a Montblanc pen, then I have to go and pay a lot of money for a Montblanc pen. I don't have to pay the same amount of money for a Bic, but I want a Montblanc pen. That's not free. But data, for some reason, we've wandered into this arena in the public arena of being free. Now, I've worked for some large, international corporations, and one thing data isn't is free. Because once you've generated it, it's cost a lot of money to generate that data within the organization. And we store it away like squirrels so that we can use it for our own, intellectual property gain. It's a competitive advantage. And I think this is where we need to be smart now. We need to wake up. And I think young people are waking up to the fact that, they're not going on Facebook. Why? Because they don't want to be seen on Facebook. They don't want their personal photographs to be shared and manipulated on Facebook by somebody else. It's a great area for grooming. I mean, let's take the next step now. The cybersecurity arena, the rat catchers that I call them, or a friend of mine calls them the catfishers, which are snoopers. They're predators. They prey on individuals and they make you do things you don't want to do. And if that's where social media is going, then guess what? I can see a lot of social media platforms imploding because people will not go on them. And it's as simple as that. And let's look at, I spoke with a young person, or several young people over the last few weeks, but one particular person that didn't realize that Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp are all connected. And I said, well, just go to the bottom of the disclaimer and just look at who owns who. And we had a stand-up argument about what social media platforms were. And I said, look, don't moan at me. I'm just giving you a few facts. Go and look at it for yourself. And I think when people realize that ultimately most of these platforms are actually owned by one or two, main organizations. And let's face it, there's lots of mergers and acquisitions activity in this particular sector. We even outside of the corporate arena that you and I know, there's a lot of activity where one company gets too big for its boots and bought out by another, and they're quite happy to take the money. So I think this is a bigger issue than probably you and I both expected to talk about today. But the issue is who owns my data? I think, is it me or is it a platform that I've put it on? Buyer beware. Remember, these platforms typically don't charge you to be on it. You can put it up for free. But as they say in business, there's no such thing as a free lunch. So someone's getting something out of this. But it's a fascinating subject today, CK. Thanks for raising it. We've gone from style icons, having a pair of sunglasses that record your memories, right the way down to, oh my goodness, 007s on the high street. Let's see. It's been a bit of fun this morning, CK. But it's not a funny topic in some respects.
Neville, thank you so much for sharing your concerns and your thoughts. One thing I'd like to clarify is that in the agreement, which I've gone through in the morning, the Facebook is not actually collecting your data. Actually, they are just collecting your metadata in the agreement. That means, suppose you're actually taking a video, so place and time and date of that recording will be taken by Facebook. I don't know the reason. There must be some legal reasons behind it. But you can delete your video. You can, append the video. You can actually change the filter. So there is an app which is also coming along with this device, which will allow you to make changes to your video. So I think all in all, for tech buffs, this is a very good piece. You can get rid of your GoPro, which looks very ugly. You can just wear very stylish, and you can go riding your bicycle, go walking into Switzerland, some street, and take a video instead of just pointing your mobile phone like that. You just wear it and take your video. So I think this has interesting application, and I think this is stopgap for an augmented reality, the next release. So we will wait for that. Neville, thank you so much for joining us today morning and raising the concerns, which are very, very vital. I think something has to be done about it, because now you're, getting Reiki done by a James Bond style person just outside your house, and you will not even suspect him. So I think from that perspective, this is very, very important. But I'd like to say goodbye, and we will catch up again on this news as this device evolves.
Cheerio, everybody. I hope you have a great day, have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.